Hi, I'm Jessica Bradshaw, and this is my mission statement assignment. So I am looking at a mission statement for a corrections agency. So the new mission statement that I have strategically planned is corrections professionals foster a safe and humane environment while ensuring public safety by preparing individuals for successful reintegration into our communities, ultimately reducing recidivism. So the process of creating a mission statement for corrections and community corrections is a circular one. Without any of these elements, the circle would be not complete. The mission of most corrections departments revolves around 4 key principles: professionalism, public protection, providing humane, secure environment, and rehabilitation to reduce recidivism. These principles guided me in developing my new mission statement for the Ohio Department of Rehabilitation and Corrections. They take into consideration all stakeholders, including employees, the government, the community, and the incarcerated individuals themselves. Sorry. So the first one we're going to look at is employee professionalism. So an agency's mission to execute is executed by its staff. So some statements highlight the importance of having a professional, well-trained, and respected workforce. And within the corrections community, the workload and mental health of staff can affect their performance, decision-making, and overall well-being. In a review of research on corrections officers' stress and burnout, they found that workplace stress and burnout among corrections staff can lead to unsafe correctional facilities, high turnover rates, high absenteeism, lower production, and decreased effectiveness in the workplace. It is crucial to ensure that not only the individuals being served are treated with respect, but also that staff is properly trained to handle various situations. Additionally, staff members need to be able to recognize when they need a break. The next section that I'm going to talk about is the protection of the public. So the primary function of any corrections agency is to ensure public safety. A strong mission statement should reflect this commitment to the community. Successful community correction programs contribute to safer neighborhoods by managing offenders outside of correctional facilities. Ensuring safety within an institution involves preventing incarcerated individuals from escaping. In the community, the goal of community control is to prevent those on parole from committing new crimes. This is achieved by utilizing evidence-based practices, cognitive behavioral programming, and risk assessments, which can help officers determine the risk level of individuals and the degree of supervision they require. So Americans have strong opinions on crime and justice, and many surveys have been conducted on this topic. The first dimension is fear of crime. So survey researchers operationalize this dimension as fear, worry, concern, and other terms, but the basic outlines are clear. Americans express a fairly high degree of concern about their personal safety and have done so for many years. The next topic that we're going to go over is the humane and secure environment. Maintaining safe and dignified conditions for both staff and individuals in custody is a fundamental aspect of professional corrections. Providing humane treatment for incarcerated individuals is grounded in international human rights standards, constitutional law, and empirical evidence demonstrating its benefits for reducing recidivism and enhancing public safety. While individuals lose certain rights upon incarceration, they do not forfeit their fundamental human dignity. The humane treatment of staff reflects professionalism in the workplace. Respect should be a mutual management. Mutual management must treat staff appropriately, and incarcerated individuals should also engage with staff respectfully. Furthermore, the conditions in which both staff and incarcerated individuals live and work should meet humane standards. And last but not least is the rehabilitation and reintegration. Modern corrections mission often emphasizes preparing individuals for successful reintegration into the community. This preparation can be achieved through education, treatment, and restorative justice programs. The Ohio Department of Rehabilitation and Corrections utilizes an ORAS assessment or Ohio Risk Assessment to evaluate individuals before, during, and after their prison time, as well as during parole. This assessment identifies their highest risk and needs, which are essential for their rehabilitation process. So individuals who successfully reintegrate into the community can do so effectively, while those who struggle may receive technical violations. It's important to note that these technical violations are not considered recidivism, as they do not involve receiving new charges. For instance, goals like rehabilitation align more clearly with alternative measures of success that researchers have promoted as useful, including the participation in CBT programming or reduction in drug use, whereas a goal like reducing recidivism is quite clearly connected with traditional metrics. Cognitive behavioral programming is available for individuals who require cognitive restructuring and who exhibit high risk criminal attitudes and problem-solving issues. These programs are offered in prisons, halfway houses, community settings, and within the parole system. Community control in prisons can utilize evidence-based practices to ensure successful rehabilitation. The process of rehabilitating and supervisees aims to ensure that all elements work together. Thank you for joining me as I explained my mission statement. Just one more time, the mission statement that I came up with after integrating all of these is that corrections professionals foster a safe and humane environment while ensuring public safety by preparing individuals for successful reintegration into our communities, ultimately reducing recidivism.